Real grade Gundam GP01 Zephyranthes. Hey, what's up again, everybody? It's Robert184, 2Rs2Bs, GundamReviews.net. Really happy today to be back and bringing you a look at this, the real grade Gundam GP01. Yes, the Zephyranthes, before it gets big and bulked up, as you can see just over there, as we get to see some more verniers added on. But it's time to see what Ko and 0083 is going to be bringing to the real grade line. Summer 2013 release, and both versions sell for an identical and real grade typical 2,500 yen. And when you're buying online, don't forget that you can pick up this kit and so much more, including the regular GP01, from the good folks at HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. There's a link down below directly to the kit, and so much more. Now, Stardust memory, of course, is big in Japan, almost as big as Tom Cruise in the 80s there, because if you go take a look at the old school master grades there, besides the recolors and the MSVs, where they got into first was this exact same pattern down there with the GP01, and then we get to go with the FB right there. And while the master grades were staggered in time, these two were identical releases similar to the real grade Mark II in its white and blue variations here, so you can go with either the early form or the bulked up form, or of course Bandai is going to be hoping that you buy both, but you don't have to wait and sit on your money 6 months to get the one that you actually want. Great CG cover art as usual there, as that headshot is always going to impress, but I think for real grades even more interesting is going to be the insides there. The advanced MS joints there are going to be coming to play. The fact that they're actually able to incorporate a core fighter in there is going to be very, very intriguing. Lots of realistic stickers down there, decals, anything that you want to go and add on a more metal feel to it. But here it is, the core fighter 2 looking very impressive. You can see that this is going to fully transform. It looks great when it's at its chest part there, with the yellow vents looking fantastic. And otherwise it looks like really good when it's actually in vehicle mode. And this is all going to be finished up with a end product right out of the box with very little work. He is going to be looking fantastic. 2 colors of white and all the colors in all the right places. The PG scaled down, I wonder? Can't wait to find out. And the other side, rather than being a collection of more features, is just going to have some good poses down there. Look at that. Ground Gundam, eat your heart out. Hopefully in real grade someday. The straight beam rifle out looking good with the clear parts prominent. And there you can see it. Beam saber in hand. Ko is looking like he doesn't want to eat any vegetables, that he chooses not to. The back looking very impressive, as it should there, as we get to see the advancement over Amuro's thrusters. And you can see some details there, like they're going to be opening up, the cockpit hatch opening, boosters in the bottom of the feet, and a cool looking shield with some extra weapons in there. Lots of fun so far. But it's always more fun once you go inside the box itself. Black, lots of colors there on quite a few different plates to go along with some more black, gray, the realistic decals, white, different shades of white down there. The 8-plate kicks things off well here. It's going to say Gundam GP01, and I'll be comparing it to the FB in its unbox video. But so far the parts are looking fantastic. Lots of clear parts there. You've got parts for the head, you've got the core fighter for the cockpit hatch, the guns there, the sight for the guns, and you've got the shoulder pieces all looking impressive. But it's the details that are going to be in these white parts there, like the sides of the head and that Gundam mask there with the mouse slit and the antenna looking fantastic. The shield with lots of lighting opportunities and some very small, well-detailed yellow pieces. Hopefully they're all going to stay in place, but everything is looking good, from the Vulcans to the V that prominently sticks out of his chest. Advanced MS Joint 5 is going to be making up the B plate, and this is what I used to put together the Mark IIs. And it's going to be very interesting, as you can see that the waist and the shoulder parts, they're going to be separatable. That's important when you want to go and stick a core fighter, 1 or 2 or whatever, in between. The C-plate has some interesting choices there in terms of the injection. Worth checking out the FB to see what's going to be different there. But you've got the bottoms of the feet looking very impressive, as there's going to be lots of other colors showing through there. Very small molded red pieces there as well. Clear beam sabers, and you can go and add that on to the beam rifle if you want. The blue shield, and there you can see it. We're going to have that cockpit hatch that's going to be able to open up, put in the yellow part there. When you combine that with the under eye mascara there, or whatever you call eyeliner, eyeshadow, and then you've got the jewel for up on the top of the head, the C-plate is definitely a nice touch. D1 and D2 here are 1.5 plates. As you can see, all the symmetrical parts that you're going to need, including for the legs there. You're going to have a nice little part there that's going to be showing some red underneath there. And you can also see some nice little details if you want to go and line this up for the sides of the legs. Looking good, as are the shoulders before they get sealed up. But for the D1 parts there, you can see some of the more unique ones, including the wings of the core fighter, looking good. And this one, the regular GP01, is going to be coming with a tiny saluting ko. E1 and E2 are also going to be 1.5s there. You can see the unique parts that are probably going to be the same for the FB as they make up the main body of the core fighter 2 there. Otherwise, it's again just good details all over the place. If you wanted to do some detailing on the inner frame, these RGs are asking for it. The F plate is going to be great because hopefully you can make it out there, but the D plates are going to be significantly brighter white there as you've got just a darker tone of gray. Anyway, it's going to be looking great overall as you can see some small details all cut out there. The anklets are going to be looking fantastic, as are the cuffs, but anytime that they put the two different shades of white and gray together, it's always going to lead to a much higher grade feel than something we're used to in 1/144th, although that really has changed over the last 3 years. With a long G ABS plate here to wrap up the actual plastic, you can see all sorts of interesting little details there. Can't wait to see how this is all going to be working out. As well, you've got this fist which is going to be connected onto a shield connector there. Everything is looking cool. And the realistic decals are looking good as always. It's sort of interesting though that this seems to be just a lot smaller than the ones that we've seen in the past. You've still got your choices there, a couple for the eyes, lots of green ones there, so those clear parts you can go paint them up old HG00 style, or you can actually just go and put the seals on if you want to be lazy. Same thing where you've got that slit on the leg, but you can actually go put on the red seals. That'll probably stand out a little bit more just because of its shininess there. And then you've got some nice colors to go add on, all sorts of warning labels. If you put your finger in the right place here, well, it might just get chopped off. And if you're looking for a testament to its popularity, this MS is going to go across the lines there. BB Senshi, the high grade with its old core fighter there, and in master grade, again, one of the early classics. Many people would like to see a 2.0. I wonder if this RG is a step towards it. The real grade, why not show off its older, bigger, angrier brother there, and in perfect grade form, you don't have to choose. Well, I suppose you have to do when you're at least putting it on display there, but you get the choice of both of them in the box, and you can set them both up, including a great hanger scene of them interchanging all the parts as this guy gets bigger, faster, and even more Top Gun. So a fun unbox so far, because if you like this MS design, as simple as it is, remember, it's such a huge step up on Amuro's original Gundam there, just in terms of details, complexity, never mind just all the little add-ons that are going to be there because of the realistic decals. But the plates are looking good, the two shades, lots of clear parts if you want to go paint those up properly, and lining options galore, as they've gone to a lot of trouble to etch all of these pieces properly for you. Anyway, everybody, don't forget to stick around. I'll also be comparing these empty plates to those of the FB. And of course, stick around to see the parts and it all put together. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think. See ya. Don't even think of ripping apart my chest to see how the Core Fighter 2 is going to work in. Just wait until you get there in the video.